coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of Java or espresso. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Tina Valentina is the host, you see. She's as classy as she can be. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. I said rise and shine, get up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Another cup of Java or espresso. Another cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello,
everybody.
good afternoon.
We have a lot of people here today. We have someone on the phone. We have people on the Zoom that are going to come in any minute. So it is Thursday. You know what today is? Today is a special day in honor of Saint Anthony. And I think we have a few Italians here today.
That's
so
my middle name.
Yeah.
Saint Anthony is
Anthony.
the saint that you pray for special needs, for anything special. I buried him in my house when I moved. I wanted to sell my house. He made it happen, and I took him with me to my new house. So it's
Dug him up.
St. Anthony's Day, and we love him to death. And I always think of the commercial when I think of Anthony's. Anthony! Because that was the Prince Spaghetti Kid. And that
Yep.
commercial still goes on, believe it or not.
How about that?
Welcome, everybody. This is a friend of mine. This is Erik Kyle, a.k.a. Michael.
Michael Palermo, and that song I wrote and recorded.
Yes.
I was on the show way back, and I left the show, and I said, she could use a theme song. So I went in the studio, and I wrote the song, and
You surprised me, and
I
you came
surprised-
back, and you
that's
sang
right,
it.
That's right.
And that's history. So
Yeah.
we love the song.
Yeah.
And this is what we use when we sing it, when we're a group. Isn't that cute?
I love it.
I also have with me today John Larocchia.
Larocchia.
And John is a wonderful man who is from the Laughter Saves Lives Foundation and was a New York City firefighter.
21 years.
Now, on my screen, I have the great Tommy Patillo. I have Sean Stevens with the glasses on there. There you are. And then I have this wonderful guy, Jimmy Spinelli. I feel like I know him. The name just, Jimmy Spinelli. He's on the phone. Hi, Jimmy.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. I'm going to meet all you guys
Nice
at
to
the
meet
show.
you too.
So let's talk turkey here a minute. Let's talk about the Duprees. When did this all start? Because, I'm not that old, but I'm getting there.
Well, when did the Duprees start?
Yeah.
Okay, well, 1961 with five gentlemen from... I'm sorry?
We can hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so, five gentlemen from Jersey City created the group. I'm getting a lot of crazy sound in my...
Jimmy, are you talking at the same time?
No, I'm not saying anything right now.
Oh, good. All right.
Can you hear me, Jim?
Can you
Jimmy,
hear us, Jim?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear
Okay. All right, so keep going.
Okay, so let's go back again. In 61, the five fellas in Jersey City created the Duprees. And they went into the studio with the demo, with most of the songs. And Coed picked them up. And the rest is history. I mean, the original group stayed together till 1978. And of course, at that time, the music business had changed so much. I mean, it was over for a lot of groups. I mean, the Beatles weren't even together at that time. So it was tough to make a living for these fellas. And I happened to be with them at that time, 78 and 79. I was the last lead singer to perform with the original group. But they decided to take a break. But through that break, I guess they decided, because Joe Santolo was ill, John Salvato was setting up his talent spectrum organization. And I guess they all decided to call it quits, except for one person, who was our mentor, Michael Arnone, who went on to continue with the group in 1980. And that's basically, I mean, there were changes along the way, but that's the Duprees today, from 1980 on.
And Gene DiNapoli, a good friend of mine, is your promoter, right? Gene
DiNapoli is a wonderful guy and a great promoter, and we're doing this show with him.
Yeah,
soon.
Coming up, so we're excited about it.
What was the big hit for the Duprees?
Well, they had a few. You Belong to Me, My Own True Love, Have You Heard?
Right.
Ginny, Take Me As. I mean, they recorded over 40 songs.
And as I told you before, my buddy Steve Bergsman, who writes books, he wrote this book, All I Want Is Loving You, which is about the female, a lot of the singers of the 50s. He texted me last night and he said that Tom, how did we say his name? Biagelo?
Tom Biagelo, he recorded with the group, but he did not stay with the group.
No,
he left the group after 1 year.
But he was an original Dupree. And he wrote the forward.
He was an original Dupree, but he never performed with the Duprees.
Well, this is what Steve said.
Well, he was there.
He was there.
He wasn't.
And Steve wrote a book called Earth Angels, and Tom wrote the forward to the book. So,
it looks like a great book. Right. All I Want Is Loving You.
Well, that's this book Steve wrote. All I Want Is Loving You, about the female singers of the 50s. And I wrote a song called 1951 through 9, which is my group Erik Kyle and the Beads. It's out on it's on the first CD, Volume 1, and they used the lyric to that song to open the book.
That's nice. So very nice.
It's and this is a great book.
I want to get one.
If you can get it, you can get it. It's available on Amazon and everything else. It's really a good book.
Well, thanks, Steve Bergsman.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
So now we have this other nice gentleman with those big black glasses, and his name is Sean. Do people call you SS because those are your initials? No, yes. Sean?
Sean, you with us, Sean?
Hello, Sean.
Sleeping, Sean.
All right, I'm sorry. Are you talking to me?
Yeah. No, Sean.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't hear the question.
Okay. Do people?
Comment. But hi, I'm glad to be here.
I said, do people call you SS because those are your initials?
They call me all sorts of things. Most recently, it's been Hey New Guy.
He's the new guy? Is that what you said? Okay.
Yeah.
Sean's a new person with the Duprees, and we're very proud to have him with us.
Okay, so you're the new kid on the block.
Who's the lead singer?
Yeah, so to speak. I don't feel like
Tommy Patillo sings all the hit songs of the Duprees.
Okay, Tommy, you sing all the hit songs.
And Sean and I, we add some other songs in the show, and we have a lot of material that we do, and hopefully the audience likes it. So far we've been very successful with that.
Well, that's great.
And Sean is the new kid on the block. We're so proud to have him. He's only with us for about 8 months or something.
Oh,
maybe 9 months. But he's doing a great job, and we're very happy with him.
Well,
we're all happy
great.
Together that we're together.
Yes. So how did you meet? How did you meet Sean, this new kid on the block?
Well, I think Sean. Somebody asked him if they needed anybody in the Duprees, because one of their fellas left us. So Sean came to Las Vegas. We were singing in Las Vegas at the time, and he came. He saw us. He watched us do the show. And from there on, he came into New Jersey at Tommy's house. We sang for a week every day, and he caught on to everything, and he's just amazing.
That's terrific. Great.
Yeah.
And
I'm with the group 33 years. I'm with the group 33 years.
33
And,
years. Wow,
Mike
Jimmy.
Unknown got me into the group. He's the original member. And he taught me all the parts that he did in the Duprees. And once I learned everything, a couple of years later, he left the group. And it was just Tommy and I, we're carrying the ball right now. So,
Very nice. So do you guys wear red?
We're continuing.
Are you guys red guys? You wear red, black, royal blue, or is there a special color you wear for the
Well,
show?
we wear different suits. We wear white jackets, blue jackets, black tuxedos. We have, we're really a class act, I have to say. And hopefully people enjoy us.
And they're going to be on Long Island, correct?
Yes.
On
We are.
June
Yes.
23rd at the Landmark, correct?
Yes, it's a 3. And everyone that wants tickets just needs to go to Landmark on mainstreet.org, or they can call Jean at 917-567-5842, and we'll repeat it again later. But, guys, do you want to share any great moments, memories? What do you want, what else would you like to talk about? Because, I'd like you to share some things with us.
Sure. Well, we have a lot of fun when we're together. When we're in the car, we clown around, and we also rehearse in the car because Sean lives in Utah. So the only time we rehearse is when he comes into New Jersey or whatever. We're in the car, we're rehearsing. When we go to the shows, we rehearse new songs, so we get ourselves ready to do the show.
Yeah, it sounds
we're
like
having a lot of fun doing it. It's just we're all kind of laid back, and we're all having a good time, and it's a wonderful thing. It really is.
Of course
that
it is.
Continuing the tradition of the Duprees. Because Tommy and I, we sang with the original members, and then they left as they took their places.
Oh, I see.
And it's been wonderful. It's been great.
Well, Tommy, you have like something that was the best show you had, or something that happened that was just outrageous, or maybe you met your wife during the show and you were in love. I mean, something like that. You got any secrets?
Well, I do have plenty of secrets.
Tommy, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not about to tell them on anything here, but
keep them secret.
yeah, I keep them secret, But hey, listen, we're just having a good time. That's what it's all about for us right now. We love performing. We love making people happy, and we really owe a lot to all the people that have followed us and
Your fans, yes.
And
Absolutely.
just made it work for us. Without the people coming and buying the ticket and sitting in the seat and enjoying, we would be nowhere. So we are very thankful to our audience. We're very thankful to all the people that helped us along the way, and we just want to keep the Dupree music out there because God knows we need more love songs in this world.
That's definitely for sure.
Now, this gentleman, who was you with the group?
Jimmy Spinelli.
33 years, he said?
33 years,
33
Jimmy.
years?
33 years, yeah.
And how many changes has the group gone through in those 33 years since you've been there?
I would say,
you can do, I'll tell you what you do. You go on our website,
that I know,
story's there.
3 people.
It's dupreesmusic.com, and the whole history of the group is on our website.
Okay.
All the changes and everything from 61 to 2004 is there.
Okay. So now, how did you find this man in Utah?
We were
so
very,
far
very
away.
lucky. We didn't go the route of putting an ad in the paper or anything like that. We wanted to kind of keep it a secret in the sense that, we didn't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry calling us for interviews or whatever. But we were fortunate enough to keep it within the industry, friends and such. And there were, he is friends of the Letterman and the Vogues, who we know very well.
Love the Letterman.
And he had called. Why don't you tell him the story, Sean?
Sean?
Are you there?
He has his phone outside. That's the problem. He's frozen.
He's frozen.
Not on the computer.
Sean.
Okay, so anyway.
Yeah. You're
I
going.
guess we lost.
Yeah, he's there. He's just frozen.
Tell us the story, Sean.
How it came from Utah all the way here.
Yeah, so I'll finish it.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, a gentleman from the Letterman told him that that we were looking for a
Bobby
replacement,
Poynton.
and Bobby Poynton.
Okay.
And we talked on the phone, but we were hesitant because he was so far away.
And
How
I
we
had
rehearsed.
Sure.
Go ahead, you tell the story. I thought we lost you.
And
Yeah,
Sean
so I
also,
had,
he was
I
a
had
child
been
actor.
performer when I was young.
As a young child, he's been
Okay.
on sitcoms. He's been on.
But then I
he's
had
been in
to.
movies. He's a very talented man, and also he was on soap operas.
You were on soap operas? I love soap operas.
Movies. You look him up, Sean.
Your
Stevens.
life is a
Yes.
soap opera.
Yes.
And to tell you the truth, when he came to Las Vegas, we never even heard him sing. We knew he came from another group, the Vogues, but we never heard him. But for some reason, we just felt good about him, and
Karma.
we're very lucky to get him.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to meet you.
An interesting thing is that none of the Duprees catalog, their classic songs, are down on paper in vocal arrangements. So when I had the opportunity to sit with the guys and see if we could make this work, I just had to rely on listening to the songs over and over and over again, and to try to pick out the part that was missing due to the departure of the previous member of the group. So I just had to listen and try to find that part. But it was like magic when we got together, because the things that I had, with a little tweaking here and there, for the most part, the things that I had studied and memorized ended up being that missing piece.
That's terrific.
And so, as I think Jimmy was saying, in a week's time, I was able to get somewhat comfortable with the songs, so much that following weekend, we were able to do a 90-minute show together.
That's pretty quick.
In Delaware. So my first time singing as a Dupree was
that
on
the
stage
first
in front of an
90-minute show
audience
you did with
doing
us,
90
right?
minutes of Dupree's material.
Yeah, it was his first 90-minute show. Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
And
So,
how many
we're having a
members
great
are
time,
there?
really.
3-part harmony? All 3-part harmony?
There's
Yes.
3 parts, yes.
3-part harmony.
Yeah,
And,
when you lose a member that's been with the group for 34, 35 years,
And now it's just 3. With 3 of us are carrying the ball. And,
That's terrific. So
we're
you guys
we're
are real
pulling it off.
buddies.
We're doing it good. Good job. I
You're
have
all
to say.
buddies, I could tell.
Oh yeah, no
And-
problem. We have a, we get along very well, and we're easy on each other.
Well, that
so
means a
it's
lot.
great.
That's the way it
And
is.
they're also talented. I love singing with these guys. I mean, they're one of the best in the business. They really are. So
Well, we're happy to
we're
have
very
you here today.
We're fortunate to be a part of the tradition, and it's been great.
That's terrific. So I want to introduce you to another gentleman here. Maybe you want to ask him some questions. Again,
I'm not in witness protection like these guys are.
John Larocchia. And he is quite the man. He's a retired firefighter. However, I'll let you talk about what you do. He brought this very scary thing with him today, and I'm kind of afraid of him a little bit. But
Well, I'm retired from the FDNY, did 21 years on the jab, as we say, on the jab. And I always did stand-up comedy. Started doing stand-up over 30 years ago. I took a class in Manhattan. My final was at the old Dangerfields, which was fun. And after 9/11...
But you didn't get any respect.
Yeah. So after 9/11, we lost 19 members of my firehouse. We lost a third of the firehouse. And, of course, it was a tough time, very sad time, a lot of tears. But at one point I said, you know what, I'm doing comedy. These guys made me laugh, Why don't I remember them through laughter? So I started the Laughter Saves Lives Comedy Tour and Foundation. And we do shows mostly in the tri-state area, but we just got back from Dallas. We're going to be going back to Dallas. We're D.C. And we raise money for different charities in their name. Very simply. Make people laugh in their name and raise money, different charities. Try to put some in the foundation, and we use that to help cops, firemen, military who are struggling due to a tragedy, who are not in the spotlight. It's not on the news. The money's not rolling in for these people. We had a guy who was electrocuted 8 years ago, a firefighter outside of Dallas. We did a show for him, raised a few bucks. I went back to Dallas 8 years later, and he surprised me. He showed up at the show.
How nice.
And he was electrocuted. This guy was in bad shape. He walked in, and he went over, shook my hand, and he says, "You don't know who I am?" I go, "I'm sorry, I don't." He says, "I'm Dave from 8 years ago. I was electrocuted. You did the show for me." He can't work anymore as a firefighter. His wife and him opened up a wedding venue.
Oh, nice.
And he wants me to come back next year. He's going to do a comedy fundraiser to give back to the two foundations that helped
nice
him.
is that?
So it's full circle. So that's
now
what we do.
you lost 19,
19 members of the firehouse.
your house.
Right.
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
And here's what. And here's when I do my show every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock live here. But I used to do a radio show, and this was my buddy, my co-host, who I lost on 9/11, Tommy Gardner. So I always bring his picture whenever I'm on a show, and it represents not only Tommy, but all my guys, that made me laugh. And it's very therapeutic. Thank you for having me.
Oh.
I love coming on and talking about them and talking about it.
Well, that makes you feel like
It does.
Where's the act?
Are you involved with the Tunnels to Towers organization?
I am not involved with the tunnel. That's a beautiful one. I have walked the race. I'll tell you a story about that race. I'm glad you brought that up.
Now look at this thing that he
The
brought.
commissioner, the chief or the commissioner, I don't remember which one it was. This is special to me because I do shows for a lot of volley firehouses and fire departments around the country. This was given to me by the FDNY, and that's why it's so special. Because I did a fundraiser for the FDNY Foundation, and they had their picnic, and they surprised me with this axe. The Tunnel to Tower, first time I did it, when you leave the tunnel, when you enter the tunnel, it gets a little dark. When you exit the tunnel, you're coming to the light, right? You're coming from the dark to the light. And I didn't know this. They had 343 pictures of all the guys that died on 9/11, 6 feet high.
Wow.
And they had the probies, the new firefighters, holding it, and 343 American flags. So when I came out of the tunnel, bam, it hit you. And I start crying, and I'm hugging these guys, everybody that I knew. Oh, this guy was a great, thanks for being here. Well, the next day I had to teach at the fire academy the same guys that were holding the flags and that I was hugging and crying on. So I walk in the classroom and I go, "Good morning, guys." "Good morning, sir." You had a probies, all right? I said, "Guys, be honest with me. Did I kiss anybody on the lips yesterday during the was I okay?" "You were fine, sir." I said, "All right." But what a wonderful event. Wonderful event. And I just did the 9/11 Memorial and Museum 5K.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was nice.
Who gave you the axe?
The chief of the FDNY.
Okay.
That's why it's so special. That's why I carry it everywhere.
God bless. God bless. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. I mean, it's
what you
really,
do.
I take this everywhere now. Like if I go in the supermarket and they always let me on the front of the line.
Jesus Christ.
You know, they're like, "Let the idiot with the axe on the front of the line." And I got this beautiful T-shirt that I'm going to give to you.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
This is my guys who were lost on 9/11 on the back of the shirt. Laughter Saves Lives Comedy Tour and Foundation. They're in the steps going up to the building. It's a little goofy brownstone with silly things. And Tommy, my best friend that was in the picture, he played hockey. So he's venting the window, breaking the window with a hockey stick. Hear me on the microphone talking to them. And up here, I don't know if you know what a cornice is in a building. On the top of these ornate buildings, Dennis Carey used to repair them. So I put his name in the cornice. So
Very nice.
that's our shirt that we have.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Oh, I brought one more thing with me. This I have on the wall in my office. This is the riding list of Hazmat Company 1 on 9/11. So on
Very
the
nice.
on the 9x6 tour, okay, here's all the guys that were supposed to work on the left. All of them crossed out because they had to go for their medicals, and all the guys that replaced them on overtime that were lost.
Oh my God.
So you see, my name is here, crossed out, because I had to go for my medical. So I wouldn't be here.
Quite a story.
I wouldn't be here. So that's why it's important for me to do the foundation, to remember them, because if I don't remember them by doing something, who's gonna? right?
Well, it's funny because
God bless you. That's
yeah,
Thank you, sir.
At the Breakfast
That's
Club,
great.
which is what I started as a joke 17 years ago, you had to be 50 years old, fired, and intelligent to join my club.
Fired?
Fired.
Oh, okay.
Because I was 50 and I got fired from media.
Oh, all right.
And I couldn't get a job. And I met all these great women, and we joined, and we got this thing going for the Breakfast Club. But we couldn't get jobs. We were too smart, too old, and made too much money. So this club is going on 17 years now. But now I have a show, and we also make films now as well, and we publish books. In my book, which is right here, it's called From Fired to Freedom. It's okay. There are 70 women in it that got fired because of their age and their salary. And they changed their life. I do a lot of coaching. So I use my book sometimes for charity too. And we have, we give a little donation. People buy the book. They make a little. I make a little. And also, one of the members lost her future husband in 911. And it was so nice that he called her today from the set. And he knew her future husband who passed.
Yep.
Made her day. His name was Steve Belson. And he was known as Bells in that firehouse. So
Good
karma.
firefighter, very respected. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. You know what I mean?
He was a great guy.
Very respected, very hardworking, very dedicated firefighter.
So I'm going to say this show is for Bells.
But
What
do it
better
for Bells.
way?
Yeah.
It happened by karma, by accident.
Yep.
She's in Florida. We just called her. And she's like probably bawling her eyes out right now. But
I gave her a story. I tried to make her laugh. It was a good story
Yes.
about Steve. My only story, yeah.
So now, what is this event
All
that you
right,
have
so we
coming
got
up?
a bunch of shows coming up. We are going back. It's been a while because of COVID to North Shore Veterans Hospital. The 23rd, we're doing a free show in the nursing home section, Building 92, for the guys and their families. We love going to the veterans hospitals. And then on July 12th, we're just doing a show at Domenico's, a little Italian. Get some chicken parm, come and laugh. And they're being wonderful enough to let me do a 50-50 for the foundation. With the money,
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
go.
Are we interviewing you or are you interviewing us?
We're all interviewing everybody.
Is
That's
the-
what we
I
do
have no
here.
idea. I have no idea.
Is that Domenico's in Levittown?
Yes.
I
We're
had
coming
the-
back to you.
We're interviewing you over
I
here.
had the first slice of pizza at Domenico's in Levittown. There used to be a Sears store there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I worked there as a kid, and Dominic was his name. I don't,
Oh, yeah, Dominic Domenico's?
Yeah. He had just
Good
opened,
people over there.
Very nice. Him and his
Yeah.
brother, and he had just opened up the shop, and I went in there and I had the first slice of pizza. at
Well,
Domenico's.
I got a question. I got a question for him because he's asking who's interviewing him. So I'm going to come right at you, big guy.
Yes.
With
Yeah,
the
come
question
at
for the Duprees. Okay, so you've been there 33 years, so you want to keep that name
Yeah, me.
Duprees going. Is there any licensing you had to do to keep that name going, or because you were in the original group, you were allowed to keep it? Is that a good question?
We have the rights to use the name. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying. We have the rights to use the name, and we're very proud of it. The family kept us, and we're just keeping this tradition going.
Which is
It's
wonderful.
been
Very
really well
nice.
for us.
Because I started a group, the Duprees 2, last week, and I don't know if I have to
can't
come
do
to you.
that.
Is that okay? Am I allowed to do
In
that?
court.
I don't think
He
so.
said he'll see you in court.
What? Is that a place to sing in court, or are you talking about going to court?
Is
No,
that
well, you know, I know you're
We're
kidding
just
around.
having a lot of
Yeah, we're just
fun.
joking.
is that
That's all
Duprees
really.
2
No, we do
TOO
have the
or
rights to the
We have a
name
lot of
we've
guys
had for
coming
many
up. It's
years.
great.
Yeah,
And
We've got-
it's with
we've got
the
the
blessing of
15th,
Mike
we're gonna be
Arnone's
at the
family.
Center
That's
Square
wonderful.
Circle
that's
in
wonderful.
Eastern
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
I wish I could come see you guys when you come in. My dad would love that.
22nd, we're going to be at Stanford Arts Center, New Jersey,
Stanford?
and June 23rd, we're going to be at
the Landmark?
Yeah,
the
that's
Landmark.
where
That's a
we're all going to
beautiful
be.
place.
Landmark Theater.
I'm going to be posting this.
Are you going to be there?
Yes, I am. I can't wait to meet all of you.
All right, well, we'll be
I
looking
hope that
forward
you're going to
seeing-
mention the
Absolutely.
Long Island Breakfast Club. Hey,
Yeah,
why
there you go.
not?
I have a question.
We're
Can
gonna
I
have
ask
some
another
fun.
question to the Duprees?
Yes.
The gentleman with the glasses in the woods there with the bird on his head. That first time that you sang with them for 90 minutes, right? Had to be a little
Yeah.
stressful. Was there a lot of
Yes.
just doo-wop in the background, or were you doing all the words? Was it like they were singing, you were going, hey, doo wop, forget about it, doo wop? No.
No.
Stressful, right? That
No,
first
no.
time?
So the Duprees, well, it was stressful, of course.
Yeah.
But the Duprees are not your typical doo-wop, bitty bitty bop group like you're saying.
Right.
These guys, the Duprees were kind of the bridge, if you will, from doo-wop to more rock and roll, and they took a lot of the catalog from the big band era, and they converted a lot of those songs into 3, 4, 5-part harmony, which had never been done before.
Right.
So the Duprees, the legacy of the Duprees is quite different from what you might think of as.
Yeah, I apologize. I should.
doo-wop.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was going to ask you guys questions. I would have did a little more research, but working with artists for years and years, I respect the dedication that you guys have to the craft. I mean, like you said, you're driving in cars, just like comics, hours, flying or whatever, and you get up there and you knock it out of the park. So maybe I can make that show.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be there.
I noticed that the clusters are going to be on that show too.
Yeah, Twin Gold and the Clusters.
Okay, the clusters. What was they had a hit song, didn't they? Way back.
I believe they
they
did.
have-
Jimmy, would you know what song that is?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Tommy.
1958, the title of which escapes me at the moment.
You
But
really
no,
could have
they-
said.
they
You really could have
certainly
said
have their-
anything. We wouldn't have known the difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have known it.
Yeah.
I understand they're very good though. We've never worked with them before.
And who is Twin Gold?
Yeah, with these two ladies with the blonde long hair. Tell us about them.
Twin Gold.
Well, they used to open up the shows for Richard Nader in the Meadowlands,
Okay.
and they would come out and sing the anthem and do a song. And but they've been together. They're sisters. They've been doing together. I'm sorry. They've been together for quite some time, and they're very entertaining, very, very personable.
Well, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it actually
they
starts.
sing all the girls' hit songs.
Yeah, it's at
You know,
3 o'clock.
and they
Yeah.
do a great job
Again,
of doing it.
3 o'clock Sunday, June 23rd.
Land-
Cool.
Yes, it's an early show.
Call Gene DiNapoli if you want tickets over the phone. And you can email me or call me, anyone out there that's watching the show. Or if you want to do it the easy way, you go landmarkonmainstreet.org and you buy your tickets. And you should definitely think about doing it. It's a Sunday. It's going to be nice. There's probably a restaurant nearby where you can have a nice brunch before or dinner after.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Yeah,
have a
like to say-
favorite restaurant when you come in?
I'd like to add to that, if I may. After the show, the Duprees always do a meet and greet, so we'd like to meet and greet everyone that would like to come up to our merchandise table after the show.
Oh, absolutely.
You mean meet, greet, and buy? Not only meet, greet, right?
Well,
And we sign
mostly meet and
autographs,
greet,
you know, we sign
but
autographs.
we do have
We have a lot of
CDs for
fun meeting
sale,
people
and
like that.
we do sell
You know,
one or
it's
two.
really nice.
Yeah, we'd like to do
Beautiful.
that. I'll
Beautiful.
put you. I'll take some pictures and put it all over
Sure.
Facebook for you.
Absolutely, that'd be nice.
Do you guys actually watch Facebook? Go on Facebook?
Well, it's definitely a way for us to keep in touch with our
Good.
fan base.
Well,
you know.
that's how. Believe it or not, that's how this show started 4 years ago. Because I talked to
Okay.
everybody on Facebook, and everybody thought I was crazy. And
Well, you never give up on your dream, man.
no,
you know?
especially when you're Galabrese.
Are your songs
Oh,
on?
yeah, well,
Are
sure.
your songs on? There's a site called Cordy.com where you can pick up. I play the guitar, and you can pick up
Yeah.
artists and get the basically the tabs and the sheet music to all
Yeah.
the songs. Are you guys on that or
Maybe
sites
the,
like that?
maybe the
Well, if
original
you go
cuts
on,
with the Duprees today,
Duprees.com,
we've recorded
you'll see all the
9
CDs that we made.
CDs
We made at least 8
since
CDs.
2002.
That's
And we
great.
have, there's one particular CD. Well, there's a live CD, Live at the Sands in Atlantic City. It's 2 albums, a red album and a blue album.
Nice.
And all our material is on there live. And it really came out sensational. And then we made another CD. It's a black CD. What's the name of that CD, Tommy?
Well, we have 9 CDs, so I don't know which
Yeah,
one
what's
you're
the name of the
talking
black
about,
one?
The black one, he's saying. What's the name of the black one?
I believe that's the 50th anniversary.
Right.
I don't know.
All the hits are on there. You Belong to Me, Why Don't You Believe Me, Have You Heard, and
Yeah.
My Own True Love. Those are the
Re-recorded,
songs
of
that when they
course.
come to see us, we give them those songs, and they want to hear those songs that the Duprees.
Oh
did.
yeah, they want to
And,
hear all the oldies.
So
And
the
that's what we do every show.
black
And
CD is not, you're not doing
Sean
old time
and I,
black music.
you know,
It's
we-
just
we-
the
we
black
put
CD.
No.
Put some
Okay.
up-tempo songs in there, and also Tommy sings obscure Dupree songs too. Some of those they're great too. That people are that know. So we have a nice show between the three of us. Tommy's an entertainer, Sean's an entertainer, and I love to entertain. So
That's great.
we hope we entertain you guys when you go there.
So Tommy, when you come in to Port Washington, what's your favorite restaurant? Tommy? Hello? Did we lose him?
Tommy,
Lost Tommy
We lost
back
him?
in the woods.
Okay, so, all right, Jimmy.
Tommy, I don't know. I'm not sure. We don't play in Long Island that much.
That's why I'm
I don't
asking,
know what
yeah.
kind of restaurant we're going to be going to. So whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to
Jimmy.
be good.
So Jimmy, you live out this way, right? Where do you live?
I live in Queens. I live in Forest Hills, Queens.
So then you must have a great Italian restaurant you go to out there.
Oh yeah, there's a few of them. Yep, there's a few of them.
You go to Barossa?
Fun?
Barossa.
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah, we know them very well. They're sponsors of ours once in a
There's
while.
also El Poeta. There's a restaurant on Metropolitan Avenue in Forest Hills.
Okay.
El Poeta. That's off. My wife and I, we always go there. It's
I
great
feel
food,
bad that we
delicious
lost
food.
them. Maybe they went
Northern,
off.
Italy.
Yeah.
How long you live in Forest Hills?
Well, I'm living here 10 years now. I lived in Syosset for about 20 years.
Oh, that's close to here.
Sold our house, and all the kids are out of the house, and I live in an apartment in Forest Hills.
You kind of went the opposite way. Most people move from Queens to Long Island. You went from
Yeah.
Long Island to Queens.
Yeah, well, actually, I lived in Corona, Queens as a young boy.
Oh.
And I lived in Jackson Heights when I got older. I mean, I lived in Jackson Heights. And, it's my second marriage.
You
I'm
lived in
married,
Queens, right?
We're married
Yep.
38 years, my wife and I now.
Second
Wow.
marriage.
I went to Forest Hills High School. And
okay.
was the
Okay.
Lemon Ice King of Corona open when you were living
Well,
there?
I went to Newtown High School.
Okay. Was the Ice King open when you were living there? Or
Yes,
was that?
yes, and it still is. It's
Oh,
still
I know. Anytime I went to a Met game, we stop at the Ice King afterwards and get an Italian ice.
Still there, yeah.
Yep.
So we
yep.
have some kind of food here. What is this?
This is something my wife makes
How
for like
nice.
holidays and special. Usually a little thicker. It's
What's
called.
it called?
It's called. Oh my God, she's gonna kill me. It's called a.
Frittata?
Let me think. No, basically she throws a ton of freaking butter in the pan.
No.
Then she
There it
scrambles
is.
up eggs and flour and a few other things, and it rises over the top and you let it settle. But take a bite of that.
That is good.
You know what you put on it? You put some the sugar, confectioned sugar, but I couldn't find it.
It's different.
Is he in Utah?
Yeah, he's in Utah.
He's in Utah.
I lost you guys because, believe it or not, it's the hottest day of the year here in Utah. It's 102 degrees, and my phone overheated.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
that's why it shut down.
I don't know why we lost Tom, but
What part of Utah are you in? Provo? You near Provo?
Yeah, so I live halfway between Provo and Salt Lake in a little town called American Fork. And we moved up here 8 years ago to be near all 4 of our kids and the grandchildren.
Nice.
Very
And
nice.
live 5 minutes from a national park.
And where are you from originally?
We have a.
Where are you?
Well, originally I'm from New Jersey.
Okay.
oh, so you went.
So
Yeah,
that was
far.
another qualification that looked good on my potential Dupree resume.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, this week there's a lot going on that I want to talk about also. We have Bob D'Amato. He is one of the singers that comes on our show, and he does an actual song for us to start the show.
Wow.
Wednesday.
I've seen Bob.
You know
I've seen
Bob?
Bob on Facebook.
Yeah,
No, I
Bob,
don't
he's
know
a
him
regular.
personally. We're friends on Facebook.
He's a regular on the show.
I think he was on a show I was on.
Yes. June 26th, he's going to be at La Focaccia. And on July 13th, he's going to be involved in the Mount Carmel Feast, where he sings And everybody brings their chairs, and so everybody eats sausage and peppers.
Oh, there you go. You got to have soft bread with sausage and peppers.
And anybody that wants to go can get information by looking at my Facebook. And then he's at Flora Park. That's where I grew up, at the library in Memorial Park by the church. And everybody brings their chairs. So Bob is a real community man. He is.
Hey, I'm going to have to leave myself in a moment.
All right.
Okay.
But I just want to remind everybody to go to our webpage, dupreesmusic.com.
Okay.
And it has our whole calendar as it is for the rest of the year.
I'm very sorry.
Including, we're doing the Malt Shop Memories cruise in October. And we're going all up and down the eastern seaboard, have shows in
Stand by.
Florida and in the tri-state area for sure.
All right. Well, you have my email now. So if you have any flyers of
do.
those things, send them to me, and I'll put them on Facebook for you over here.
Awesome. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Sean.
So you're telling me you'll accept
Thank
my
you.
Facebook friendship?
Yes, I will. I have a lot of
Okay.
friends, so if you can't get in, you have to make sure you email, send me a text or something saying I
well,
can't
will
get
do
in,
that.
But you can also become a friend at the Long Island Breakfast Club
Thank you
show.
very much, and thank you.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for having the Duprees.
Sorry, my
on
phone
behalf-
went
Take
dead. I
care.
had to run
We're coming
upstairs
back
and
to
plug
you
in.
now. Don't go nowhere.
Okay.
Okay, bye, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
Bye-bye.
Take care, Sean.
Put that phone in the fridge.
Safe trip, Sean.
He said, I thought we were being interviewed. You interviewed?
So now we have you on the phone. Is that my friend again?
Me,
It's a
Jimmy?
good friend.
Jimmy.
Tommy
Yes.
Patillo.
Oh, Jimmy's
Yes,
still
I'm on
here.
the phone. Is Tommy still with us?
No.
I think we lost him.
No,
Okay,
I'm here.
okay.
I'm
Well,
here.
it's-
Oh,
I'm
there's
here,
Tommy.
Tommy.
Okay, Tommy. So we were just
Yeah.
talking about the cruise you guys are having,
Oh,
dupreesmusic.com.
very nice.
Yeah,
The
so
Malt Shop Memories cruise. That's a great cruise.
yeah, I told Sean to send me some of the flyers, see if I could help you out, because we have a lot of followers
Wonderful.
on Long Island.
Very nice.
And
Very nice.
if you were here, you would be eating this delicious.
If
What's
the-
it called that my friend brought?
I can't
John.
remember the name. My wife's going to kill me.
Delicious. It's very good.
It is.
It
It
has
is.
sugar and eggs.
guys
You
are
put the
making me
confection
hungry.
sugar on it.
Keep going.
Nailed it.
Normally people
Dutch baby. Dutch baby is what it's
Dutch
called.
baby.
Dutch baby.
Dutch
baby.
Dutch baby.
Normally we drink wine on the show, but today we're having breakfast. So
I got to bring
we're not
something. I'm
having wine.
Italian. I got to bring something to eat.
Italians love to
Where's the
eat.
Italian bread today?
I didn't bring it, but normally everybody gets a loaf of bread that comes on my show.
That's right.
I
she
have a
breaks
great
bread.
story about bread.
Italian bread.
If we have time. About Italian.
But I also want to mention that my friend, Jim Altamori, did you ever hear of him? He did the song for Chaz Palminteri in the Bronx Tale many, many years ago. And he sings on the show, too. Jim Altamori is going to be on Saturday. He's going to be at a nice restaurant here called Preemie. If you want to go, anyone that's listening and watching, just call me.
Where is Preemie?
It's in West Iceland.
And La Focaccia is where in Levittown?
Yes, Levittown. So I have all these nice singers that are always calling me for little things. And when the Breakfast Club goes, sometimes we go with a group and we make a scene, but it's a good scene. So that's what we do here at the Breakfast Club.
Okay, very nice. So
We
that's-
promote.
are you-
We promote a lot of people.
Let me
So what
promote
time are you on?
Erik Kyle and the
What time are
Beats
you on
Yes.
in
a
the
little bit.
morning?
So now we got to promote this gentleman who has a band.
I have a band, Erik Kyle and the Beads. We have 3 CDs out, Erik Kyle and the Beads Volume 1, Volume 2, Private Property, and then there's about 4 or 5 singles that are out also. The next thing that's going to come out is a song called The Ballad of Bobby Ray. It's about Bobby Mercer. It will be 45 years ago on August 3rd that Thurman Munson died in a plane crash. And I wrote a song about it. It's been recorded and ready to go, and we're going to release it on August 1st.
Nice.
It's called The Ballad of Bobby Ray.
Fantastic. By the way, the Yankees won today.
Oh, they came
Yankees
back.
win every day.
They came back.
Came
They
back.
were
I
losing.
know.
They were
They're
losing
unbelievable.
2-0.
What?
They were losing 2-0.
Yeah, they end up winning 3-2.
Oh my God, they're
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Watch the Mets tonight.
No, don't
Yeah,
watch
come
the
on,
Mets.
watch the Mets. We need the support.
We're Yankee people here.
I'll tell you
Hey,
something.
can help us out a little
gonna
bit.
I'm going to sign off, okay?
Where are you? Where's Jimmy?
Queens.
I'm in Forest Hills.
So
Forest
are
Hills.
you a Met fan or a Yankee fan?
I'm a Yankee fan.
Okay. I tell you something. Juan Soto, I knew he was good.
Who? Who?
I knew he was good. I didn't know he was
He's that
this good.
It's true. It's true.
He's amazing.
He's amazing.
He's loving it. He's having a
Judge
ball.
is amazing, and
He saved the game today. He made him win today.
What?
Absolutely.
what do you do?
He got a single, and then what's his name?
Judge?
No.
The other guy.
Verdugo?
Anthony Rizzo.
Oh,
You see what
Rizzo?
happens? You see what happens when you don't have names on the back? You don't even remember the players.
Yes. Rizzo,
Yep.
Rizzo got a big hit?
Yep.
Because I love Rizzo. He's terrific. He's a great fielder.
Listen,
All right.
guys, I'm going to sign off. Okay?
All right.
Okay, listen, make sure
Thank
you.
you so much for having me on the
Yeah,
air. I
and
appreciate
email
it.
me, okay?
And come to see us, okay?
All right, thanks a lot.
Take care.
Okay,
Take care,
Tommy,
guys.
you still
Bye-bye.
here? Tommy, you still with us?
Tommy's gone.
Tommy's gone.
All you got is me, Valentina. That's it.
Let's talk about you.
All
The
right,
ending.
take care, Valentina.
Bye-bye.
All right, take care.
So,
Oh,
again, all my CDs are on iTunes, Spotify, everything you need. You can go to YouTube and pull everything up. Erik Kyle and the Beads, Volume 1, Volume 2, Private Property, plenty of singles, and the new singles called The Ballad of Bobby Ray. It's going to be out August 1st.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So now remember this face. Because this man, he is the man that made Laughter Saves Lives.
Laughter Saves Lives. We do our show at live, 8 o'clock on Wednesday nights right here in Paradise Studios, Strong Island Television in beautiful Massapequa, New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
this-
And
Right?
It's a nice place.
Right by the Long Island Railroad.
Yeah.
And remember that Bob Lucera, who owns this great place,
He does?
can do work for you. All types of different videos, all types of different shows that come out of here.
Corporate stuff.
I recorded, I guess, 8 or 9 piano vocal demos here last year.
Yep.
That'll be on the next CD, which is going to be called No Cover Charge.
I did 4 tap dancing videos on the stage over there. Recorded those. They're on YouTube. You can find them on iCan'tDance.com.
That must be very funny to watch.
Horrible. We did do a few years ago during COVID. There's a ceremony called the Calling of the Names. It's not the main ceremony, but we call the names of people that passed away since 9/11 that helped, that volunteered, and we ran the ceremony from the studio.
That's very nice.
We usually do it from the church down 9/11, but we hooked up with Bobby and we ran it from here, and he did a great job.
Bobby is a great active volunteer.
This guy with
And,
the axe.
I
Does
just
a lot for the community.
I'm gonna get a bill now. I think I just broke a vase or something. I'm gonna run out of here. He won't know. I'm gonna
But,
run out. when-
so everybody, if you ever need anything from the studio here, make sure you contact Bobby and tell him you saw it on our show.
Yep.
And if I may, if you want to raise some money for a charity you support, Laughter Saves Lives. We'll come down. We'll do a comedy show. Every show's in memory of our guys, but we'll raise money for your charity and we'll have a good time and laugh as a way to remember them.
Well, that's a great thing. 'cause
Yeah.
We used to do that all the time. At the
Football
Breakfast Club.
teams, baseball teams, volunteer fire departments. We do it all.
And if you need a Father's Day gift, go to Facebook. Watch out. Look for my book, From Fire to Freedom. It's for men and women. It's about what happens when you're 50 or when you get let go or when you're going to retire. Don't wait till it happens to decide what you're going to do. Decide before.
Right.
And in your lifetime, no matter when, always at least once in your life, volunteer, because you'll be hanging out with people that you like, that don't get paid, and that want to be there.
Do good
and
work. Yep.
And you'll have good times, and also it could lead to something else, is which how I got started with this.
When did you retire?
July 2008.
Okay.
I think I would have stayed longer if it wasn't for 9/11.
Yeah,
I was
probably.
done. I was done. So,
And
but
how many years were you on?
21.
21?
But I was very lucky because I started teaching, like I said before, after 9/11 at the academy. So then I was able to teach nationally. I went around the country for the last since I retired.
And what do you teach?
I teach. I was teaching for Homeland Security, a public safety sampling course.
Wow.
We teach firefighters how to protect themselves when there's a release of something, and then how to collect it as evidence. I teach a device, $120,000 device that you can take into the hot zone. Would put a little drop on there or a little powder and hopefully tell you what it is, a drug, an explosive, whatever. So I did a lot of that.
So that was your own business, or you worked for the
No, I
client?
worked for Homeland Security and for another company. I do have my own business, do some classes.
What do you do?
I teach detectors, meters that they
Oh.
flammability, CO, and then we run little scenarios. Cops and firemen don't like to sit in the seats.
Yeah.
They're not made to sit in the
You
seats.
still with Homeland Security?
No, I left because it was 5 days. 5 days I had to be away, and my big duty now is Tuesday, Friday. I got the grandkids. I watch my grandkids on Tuesday and Friday. So I didn't want to be away for 5 days anymore. They're my best friends. Those two kids, they're the only ones that talk to me and the family.
And
That's funny.
he's waiting to go in the pool, right?
He's waiting. He's going to be sitting at the door.
So on that note, I want to say thank you to Gene DiNapoli. Gene DiNapoli is the promoter for this great group. If you want to go last minute, call him. The number I have, you can call me. Get the tickets. Breakfast Club will be there. A few of us will be there. We'll go meet all these great guys. And what's your website again so they can buy tickets?
LaughterSavesLives.org. All our shows are on the website. LaughterSavesLives.org.
And remember, it is St. Anthony's Day.
That's right.
Say a prayer for someone in need. Do something kind. Buy someone a cup of coffee on the McDonald's line. Do something nice, because St. Anthony is the feel-good saint.
St. Anthony is my middle name. My mother prayed to St. Anthony when I was born. And my name is Michael Anthony Pasquale Palermo. So
Wow,
you
it's
don't
called
get
map. You're a map.
You don't get much more Italian than that.
So you're a map.
I'm a map.
You're not
yeah.
a Jap.
Well, the
you're a
goose,
map.
I told you my grandson, the goose's name is Vincent Frank Boccialupsky and John Larocchia.
And I'm
and every-
Valentina. But on this show, I'm Tina Valentina.
Tina Valentina.
That's my show name. And this is for you.
This is for me.
Yes, this is our little gift giveaway
Thank
that
you.
we give. And you
Thank
have an
you.
eyeglass
I gave you the
cleaner
shirt
in
there.
Yeah, and that's
Thank
for
you.
you.
Oh,
I
thank
gave you the shirt and the.
Of course,
Dutch
everybody,
baby.
you know how to reach me. You know how to reach the show. Watch, like, and share. We need all the friends we could get.
Once again, this book, All I Want Is Loving You, about female singers of the 50s, written by Steve Bergsman. The forward is my song 1951 through 9. And we've had a good time here today.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if you want a Dutch baby, just contact my wife, LaughterSavesLives.org. Get on there and hit the tab that says, Paula, make me a meal.
Paula,
It's right on the website.
I want you to make one for the
She'll
next
bring
show.
it anywhere in the tri-state area she
Tell
delivers.
Paula to come on and she can make it here.
She'd be interesting, yeah. She's a lactation
All right.
consultant.
Well, there you go.
That's a wonderful topic.
Tell her to call
Yeah.
me.
Well, being married to you, she must be interesting.
Yeah, you're a panic. Do you ever talk low?
No. I have a big fat mouth. My whole family does. We're Italian.
I
We're
know.
Italian. You walk into the room, you walk into a funeral. It's the same thing, right?
That's true.
We're loud, we're happy, and we love
And we
to eat.
love everybody.
Yes. A lot of hugs.
So on that note, guys, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Remember, Long Island Breakfast Club and Long Island Breakfast Club Show. Make a friend on Facebook. Everything comes to you.
Long Island Breakfast Club.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
him.
You're
Thanks
a
for
lot of
having him.
fun. And that's a wrap.